This is the Pelican 1535 with TrekPak. I've had this for a little over a year, and today I'm going to share my thoughts after using it, what I like, what I don't like about it, and is this thing actually worth almost $450? So I actually wanted to get my very first Pelican case, and this was it. I feel like if you want to be a legit videographer, photographer, you're supposed to get one. It protects you from water, damage, you can slide this thing around. I put a whole bunch of stickers on it to make it look cool, of brands and things that I really liked. This is the carry-on version, so it's the perfect size to take on an airplane. I've actually only carried it on once, but I do use it like putting it in the car and stuff. It has wheels. You can open up this handle right here and roll it around, which is really nice. It's not like an away bag where it goes side to side. It only goes forward and back. It's got a top handle right here, so you can carry it like so. That's usually what I've done, as well as a side handle right here. Wheels on the bottom, make the bus go around. YouTube, New York. And then I added a little air tag right here so we could track wherever it goes, because if you're using this for camera equipment, you do want something that is secured. Lift it up, press this in, lift it up, and then you can go ahead and grab all the stuff. I got the TrekPak version. I looked on B&H to see which version I wanted. There is one that's just foam, and you cut it out the foam the way you want it. There's the yellow one, which is like soft padding, and you move the padding around, modify it as needed. And then there's the one I got, which is the TrekPak version, and you can see that it's like kind of pre-built. It comes with all the stuff you need, and then you kind of pick the sizes you want, and it's just thinner walls than the yellow version, and then you can put the gear you need in those spaces. And I chose this because I can put 2 cameras here, lenses here, a whole bunch of scattered random stuff, and top handles in here, scattered random chargers in here. I wanted something that could carry as much as possible because that's what I prefer, and this kind of turned into it. It's actually my favorite Pelican case. We have the bigger one too that I'll use to check stuff in, and I've flown with this maybe once. You can this in a backpack. I honestly prefer using a backpack to carry all my camera gear if I'm traveling. It's easier, just film everything here in New York. But if you absolutely need to travel, this thing can be legendary. And at some point, I actually just use it as storage, where I would just store all my camera gear that I wasn't using inside of here. And I did purchase the black one. There is 15 plus colors that you can actually buy in this variation. It is noticeably light. Like if you just look at this, I can pick it up, move it up and down. It's about 8 pounds, I think. So super light, still very sturdy. If I press on it, it just feels strong. Like you can toss this thing around and I feel like it will survive. Now, who is this for? It's primarily for travel photographers, videographers, where you need to carry equipment with you. It has 2 locks on it. Make sure if you do fly that you use TSA approved locks. It has 2 holes for locks, I should say. If you're a videographer, a drone operator, content creator who travels a lot, you move around a lot, whether it's in a car or an airplane, this thing is extremely valuable because it will protect your goods inside of this sturdy case. So from damaging from impact, from water, it is IP67 water resistant, dirt, and other outside environments. Like I said, I used to use this to store my equipment for the most part, and now it's actually empty because we got more permanent storage. But this is a good, I'm gonna store it, but also travel with it stuff box as well. And if you do plan to buy it, we'll have links down in the description below. Those links help support the channel. Now, in terms of the important specs, it weighs 8.7 pounds. The exterior length is about 21.96 inches. The width is 13.97, and the height is 8.98 inches. On the inside, very similar, 20.39, the width of 11.2, and the depth of 7.21. It can hold a maximum load capacity of 64.8 pounds or 29.4 kilos. Most airlines will have like a 20-pound limit on a carry-on, but they never check the carry-ons. But I do definitely load this up, and it can get pretty heavy. It's an IP67 waterproof rating, -40 Celsius to plus 210 Fahrenheit temperature range. That's extremely wide. It has super easy one-handed operation. If I want to get the handle out, I just push this, boom, and it slides right out. I do need 2 hands to kind of slide it back in. It has an automatic valve for pressure. Like if you were using it on the airplane, that has this automatic valve right here for pressure equalization on airplanes. And one of the downsides with the 1510 was that was much lighter, heavier, I should say. This is much lighter, it's sturdier, it has more flex with the exterior, so you can knock it around a bit more. One of the downsides to the TrekPak is it's not easy to modify. If I wanted to go in there and actually change the TrekPaks on the inside, I would have to recut, like I had to cut these, so it's pretty permanent, and then rebuild them out. They do have these kind of like hooks that you put in there to be able to make sure they don't move around. I even bought a packet for the top where you can put more stuff in, but we haven't been using it. I was just like, we need to maximize protection because I would toss a lot of everyday use gear. So I didn't end up using that, but I do want to do that. I did see iJustine had that, so maybe one day we'll add that. It has a lifetime warranty, so if you break it, they'll fix it, which is really nice. The wheels have about 5 years of use in the airport, 2 to 3 years in mixed terrain use, and then about 1 to 2 years in rough use. So if you're taking around crazy town areas, then you just do have to replace the wheels every so often. And the replacement wheels cost about $15 to $30. So that's not crazy. This entire thing is almost $450 $50. You do have to replace the O-ring, which is about $8 to $15. If you do buy TSA locks, that can be $10 to $20 not included. You do have your 2 latches, one right here and one right here, to be able to put those TSA locks if needed. I should probably use locks, but I just never do. And this thing, is it worth it? If you fly more than 5 times a year and you need to have your stuff in a suitcase, carry-on, I think it's worth it. I like to wrap my camera gear in clothes and put it in my luggage, which is probably not the best way. But this is, you know, when you have like $10,000 worth of gear, $450 is not much to protect it rather than just like wrapping it in clothes. So in that regard, if you're traveling a lot, this is worth it. If you do need to check the bag, I would probably get the sturdier version, like the 1510, the ones that are heavier, bigger, and just better for tossing around. And it's just not ideal if you're an eco-conscious buyer. There are cheaper versions. I ended up going with Pelican case just because this is the Pelican Air actually, just because they are the gold standard, I think, of these protective cases. And I was like, I want one that works well. I don't want to deal with it breaking and having to go fix it. And if you want something that saves a little bit of money, go with the Nanook version. I think that is a little bit cheaper. And know that we have links down below, so click that link in the description to help purchase this and support the channel. My name is Shervin. Follow me on all the socials. We'll see you in the next one. Pelican Air case. Peace.